what caused me to even start making clothes, right? I'm only making this because I'm actually making cat beanies. So I thought like I just thought about everything. I look back and I say, what was the what catalyst? Is that the word? What was the explosion? You know, what was the thing that started this whole thing, this whole journey I'm on, this whole making clothes thing, this whole knitting crochet, making stuff with pearls and this and that. So I was thinking. So title of this story time is going to be why I started making clothes. If you in my TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's in my bio. I'm actually streaming on YouTube right now. Yo, what up, Kaya? Hit the like button, Kaya. Hit the like button. No cap. I just need 1,000 likes. No cap. So look though. So it all start right. We're gonna start. When did King Von pass away? It was probably like. Nah, this ain't got nothing to do with him. But he passed away probably like 2020. I think it was 2020, right? Anyways, yeah, it had to be 2020. Had to be 2020. So he passed away. Now this got nothing to do with King Von. Uh, yes, Massa. Whoa, chill. I was outside with the rest of the guys. No cap. So he passed away in November. I remember I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. It's this clothing brand. I don't want to say their name because I'm just never gonna say their name. But they had him. I guess before he passed away, he did like a photo shoot with them. And I was a fan, so I got influenced like a bot, like a corn. I got influenced and it was this rhinestone skeleton zip up hoodie. It looked so fire, and my favorite rapper had just died, and I'm like, I'm buying this. I spent $70 on a hoodie, right? Spent $70. Now this was during the magical vid times. You know what I'm saying? The magical vid times. So my hoodie didn't get here for 2 months, and that wasn't the problem. That wasn't the problem. I already knew like Amazon was going crazy, everybody in the house ordering stuff. So I'm like, bet it finally get here like January like 7th. It finally get here. I put it on. I'm talking about I've been waiting to get this hoodie for 2 months. Every day I go to my shop app and I just look at where it's at. It'll be in Georgia. It'll be in this state. I'm looking at the product photo. It's a rhinestone hoodie. It got this skeleton face on it. It got the skeleton bones on it. It got the ribs on it. It looks so hard. I'm like, I can't wait for it to get here. At that time, at that point in my life, I say I'm gonna start buying clothes. I'm gonna start like buying clothes and all that, right? I was like, I'm gonna start buying clothes. I'm gonna start like buying outfits and buying shoes. I had nothing to do. It's that magical time. Or it's that magical time. I had nothing to do. I'm gonna start buying clothes, right? I'm gonna get into clothes, I guess, right? So my hoodie finally come. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I want y'all to think. You order some. You wait for it for 2 months. It finally get here. You got the package at your house. It's finally here. You open the package up. You see the rhinestones. You see the light busting out the rhinestones. Yo, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my YouTube channels in my bio. I'm actually streaming on YouTube right now. If you're in the TikTok, hit the like button. All I ever need in life was 1,000 likes, and subscribe to my YouTube channels in my bio. Um, I open the package up. I see that the light. The light is busting off the rhinestones. I see that skeleton face. I'm like, ooh wee, mama. I put it on my body. Rhinestone hoodie, full zip up jank too. I put it on my body, bro. It's a zipper. I put it on. I look at the sleeves. The sleeves, they stopped like right here. They were like this short. Now, at that time I was a medium, but I bought like a large. Like even if I bought a medium, the sleeve shouldn't be too short, right? So that's the one thing. I'm like, okay. I'm like, bro. I'm already mad about that. I'm like, whatever, bro. And then I zip it up. I look at my body. The hoodie is way past my waist. So now I'm thinking like, what the hell did I just buy? I spent $70 on a hoodie. The sleeves stop here, and it goes like beyond past my waist, and lengthwise. So I'm like $70. I'm trying to figure out ways. I'm like, bro, how can I fix this? How can I fix it? Can I make the sleeves longer? Can I make the body shorter? I eventually I had to take the L. I still got that hoodie. It's not this house. I still got that hoodie. I only kept it for like motivation. For this is the reason why I make clothes. And I was like, bet. After I was like, starting this day forward, I'm gonna learn how to make my own clothes. I'm making my own clothes already. Anyway, at that time, I was going to the mall a lot. If you went to TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I was hitting the mall a lot, and I wasn't finding clothes I liked. Like I wasn't finding clothes that like resonated with me. Now I'm not on no crazy fashion tip, but like I only buy things that's me. Like, and I end up finding my style. I like baggy pants. I like baggy flared pants. Like, I love flare. I only wear flared pants. Like on this up here, all these are flare pants. Like, I'm making myself now. I used to have to buy them. I know how to make them now though. So that's that. But like the stuff I would like, or the stuff I would see on the internet, and I'm like, I like this. I never would ever see it at the mall. And then plus me, and then me buying that damn hoodie, it didn't fit. I'm like, bet, bro. I'm gonna start making my own clothes. So this is 2021 January, and then I was like, but I also at that time I already had an idea of like starting my own clothing brand. Like it's really like two things that collided into one that got me here. I already had the little idea of make my own clothing brand, and this is before everyone was doing it. Like, no lie, nobody in my city had a clothing brand that I knew of. I already had the tiny idea in the back of my head, but I was like, if I do make clothes, my own home brand, like, I'm gonna make it myself. But it was like a afterthought. And then I get that hoodie that's too small. That collided things together. I said, bet I'm gonna make my own clothes. I said, I'm gonna start a clothing brand. I make my own clothes with my two bare black hands, with all 10 of my nails and all my knuckles and my two elbows. I'm gonna make my own clothes. So I had a sewing machine because I had an embroidery machine slash sewing machine. But before this whole time, I wanted to know how to make patches. But that was a fad. That was like a little like trend. That was like a little. I didn't really want to do that for real. Um so I had already spent my stimmy. I had a stimmy. I spent my stimmy on a freaking $1,000 sewing machine that doubles as an embroidery machine. So I had that, but it was collecting dust. And then so I went and I bought like a vinyl cutter, and I was like, okay, but I'm making my own t-shirts. I'm gonna start with t-shirts. I actually ended up designing like little stuff on that thing, and I never liked anything. So I wasted like 6 months of my life design because I wasn't gonna put nothing out until I made something I liked. Yeah, I only put stuff out that I like. I never put out nothing that I don't like. So I never put no t-shirts out. Well, I ended up putting t-shirts out later on down the line. So I essentially, I ain't gonna say wasted, but I spent like 6 months of my life trying to make something on my vinyl cutter and the software on there that I could put on a t-shirt that I like, and I never found it. So that's like 6 months wasted out of my life. Then my birthday came, 2020. No, 2021, my birthday. My dad sent me the money, and I bought a screen printing press. I still got it. It cost $500. I spent $500 on a screen print press. I don't even use it nowadays. It just collects dust in my garage. I'm never getting rid of it though. Um, I get the screen press, and I say, bet. I'm gonna figure out how to burn screens. I tweaked out. I tweaked out. I tweaked out. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to make. I'm gonna learn how to make screens, and I'm gonna screen print my own t-shirts. That was the plan. Then that was the plan. Perfect. Then that was the plan. Little did I know, like making screens is hard. Like burning screens is like legit, like not easy at all. Hold on, let me turn this fan on. I'm getting hot. All right. So I'm like, okay. I like bet I'm gonna learn how to burn my own screen. So I bought like a $200-300 like uh screen print, and like I mean the thing to burn the screen, I forgot what it's called. I still have that in my garage and never used it. It cost $300. I never used it. I never could figure out how to use it, how to do the emulsion thing. I never ever could. I know. I can never figure out how to do it. Whatever though. I need to like sell it by the way. It's cool though. So we get there, and then at one point I'm like, bro, I can't burn my own screens. Oh, I'm tripping. I skipped the part. I skipped the huge part. I was trying to figure out. I had to accept the fact that like, yes, I know how to sew. I can teach myself how to. 'Cause I didn't know how to sew yet, but I can teach myself how to sew. I can teach myself how to burn screens. But what I do not want to teach myself how to do is like graphic, like Photoshop, Illustrator, graphic design. Like I knew that wasn't for me. Like that's not my thing, and I didn't want to take like 5 months to learn how to make it. I was like, fuck it. I learned, and then I learned that you can just pay. Like you just type in, you go on Instagram and type in .std because it stands for studio, and you'll find a bunch of graphic design pages, and you go on their thing. You go on their Instagram, and you can just buy one of their designs, and then they'll edit it to like the name of your clothing brand. So like hold up, I got this painting on my wall. Oh, well, anyway, I got this painting on my wall. I got a bunch of t-shirts I made. I show pictures on YouTube that It's essentially like this is the first graphic design I ever bought. And that was and that's I made it my logo pretty much. I don't really use it no more, but I made it my logo at that point in time. It's the flower thing. You probably seen it 1,000 times. It's the flower. Say average is and then lame at the bottom. Yeah, that was a graphic design that I bought for somebody. Shout out to him, no cap. Shout out to him. That was fire. It was actually fire him, no cap. I bought that from him, and then so I had to accept the defeat that I could not burn my screens as well. So I had to find a place in my city that burned screens. Now that was like the hardest shit to do. Like you would think people who just like have cause it's a bunch of t-shirt shops. It's a bunch of people who will who will mass screen print you 50 shirts today. You would think like, hey, he burn my screen? Like they were being like, no, we don't do that. And I'm wondering like, why not? Why can't I just burn? Like, I never like, asked somebody because like, no me, no. But I'm like, why the fuck does nobody burn screens? All these screen print businesses, nobody burn screens. Whatever though. So I get that to happen, and then I find it like this like non-profit art studio in my city. It's like Studio 23 or something like that, and I will pay them to burn my screens, but it costs 35 per screen. The price was like it was like it is what it is. I didn't really like it, but like I never tried to negotiate it. It is what it is. You know, sometimes you don't like the price of certain stuff. It's cool though. So they was burning my screens for a while. So I got two. I got my first set of screens burned from them. Now I never told the people at this place this, but like they kind of fucked up. So when I first went, I got 4 screens burned. They kind of messed up one of my screens, and I didn't tell them because it took me a week to figure out. Because so then it's like okay, I told myself taught myself how to tie dye because I ended up dropping shirts and I tie dyed them. Okay, did that, and then I did this, and I teach myself this, and then I got to learn how to do this, all this and that, and then it's like, okay, I got to teach myself how to screen print, how to line up the screen print things like that. Because when you screen print, it's essentially 4 or 2 or one. It's just like pictures stacked on top of each other in the perfect spot so that they all line up for one image. You know what I'm saying? I got something here. I can uh, I don't, I don't. So look at this cup, right? Look at this cup. So imagine this cup as a screen, right? You're gonna have a red screen and a black screen. So you put the red screen down and then you put the black screen down. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that, pretty much just like that. But I have a graphic design, so all the corners and everything needs to line up. But I had for whatever I had one screen that would not line up. And I was like, why the fuck won't it? Why? I'm like, why won't it line up? And then I came to the conclusion. I came to the conclusion like they messed my screen up. Like somebody messed them up. Also, when you get your screen, because this is how you do it. You get your design. You gotta get someone has to I forgot the word, but they gotta like break your design down into by colors. Like when you get a design, it's gonna be like let's say it's 3 colors. They gotta break your design down by them 3 colors. So you gonna have a screen for the green part, a screen for the red part, a screen for the white part, and then you would stack those on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it was a person I got to do that, which I doubt, but the people who did my screen, one of them was like off, and I knew it was them because no matter like, because I'm thinking like, okay, I did it and it's off to the left. I'm gonna just do it again, but I'm gonna shift it to the right a little bit, and then it would be off by a lot if I do it to the right. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And then that took me. I was in my garage screen printing for like 10 hours one day until I did that for like 2 days. I'm talking about. At first I had like 5 or like I had some shirts that's like okay I'm gonna practice on these shirts I'm gonna do on the front and back but things didn't go smoothly so the next thing you know I'm printing over every shirt I have. I don't care, these are shirts. I want my business to be right. I want my screens to be in the perfect spot so I can come through with these blank whites I got and so every shirt I had got screen printed on. That's why like I got a bunch of shirts with like they say average and layman's have big flower and they different colors. I got a bunch of them like that because they were blank shirts or they already had design on it. I screen printed over top. I don't care about this shirt. I want my thing to be right. So it took me like 2 days to figure out that they fucked my screens up. I never even told them because I'm like it is what it is. Whatever. I just want to put my stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the follow. I just want to put my stuff out. So finally I just decided like okay I'm gonna take that one screen out and it's crazy because that actually worked. Taking that one screen out actually made the design look better. Ironically enough, right? So I took the one screen out. I dropped. So then also the t-shirts had to be tie dye. So me when it comes to making clothes, I enjoy the process of the whole. I just enjoy the process. Yeah, I just enjoy the process. So my first t-shirt I ever dropped, I got a few left. First, it's round one, right? You get the blank white t-shirts, you gotta wash them, wash them. I don't dry them because after you wash them, they get tie dyed. I spent like 10 hours one day, and this not me complaining. I because I enjoy the process. I spent like 10 hours one day just tie dyeing every single shirt. If you go to the bottom of my TikTok or the bottom of my Instagram, these are the first videos I ever posted. I'm talking about all the way to the bottom. Me screen printing, me tie dyeing t-shirts, and then me screen printing all those t-shirts. And that's what I did, and I enjoyed it. And I did it all by myself, and it was fire. I made some t-shirts. They was like purple tie dye, and then the next thing was I got to take like product photos. So I did those. I did those. They weren't as, and I was wearing some bullshit in the pictures. Honestly, I was wearing some bullshit. So those are probably deleted from the internet. Honestly, but yeah, that is what it is. Cause I don't know how to. Well, I'm not big on dressing. I don't really care to dress. I just want to make clothes. I don't care about fashion. But ironically, I never cared about it. But ironically enough, the more you make clothes, like the more you just happen to like get into it. Like, yeah, the more I just do this or do this creatively is like, oh, it's hard to explain. Like making clothes is like an art. It's literally like an art, like sewing, crocheting, knitting, anything. Once you like understand like the basics of like constructing a garment, is really like art. I feel like I'm painting. Like it's like it make you value things more. Like when I go to museums and I look at the paintings or sculptures, I value it more because like I understand that this took time to do. This took time. This like I understand things. Like I've sold pants and flare. I've tried to make flare before I knew how to make flare pants. I tried to make flare pants over and over and over and over and over and over, and I couldn't. Until I had to give them just buy some from fucking millennial minimal. I'm sure minimal, but that and then I would go thrifting, and then but I had to teach myself about like designers because I never was into fashion like growing up. So I had to teach myself about designers. So I learned about people. I learned about the dude who made Gallery Department and the dude who made Chrome Hearts. Those two stuck out to me because they taught me like okay, because I always had this doubt in my mind like can I make can I make my own clothes? Like can I make my own clothes and sell them? Like no designers do that, right? Like and I hate it. I hate it. I embrace it now because I actually do design clothes, but I didn't even like call myself a designer for a little minute because it's like I didn't feel like valid. But so let me drink this water. No cap. So I learned about Gallery Department and Chrome Heart, and I learned to do make Chrome Heart. They would I could say thrifted pants, but they would just get like wear salvaged Levi's and just like add the flares to them. Now theirs are much better than mine, of course. They said one dude was like a tailor, and they would sell and like so they would get essentially thrifted pants, put flares in them, and sell them to you and rappers for like $500 and throw some paint all over them. $500, and I'm like, I like the pants. I don't like this. I don't like the paint, but I like the flares. I never was into clothes, so like I just wore what everybody in school and all that. I just wore everybody wear Jordans, skinny jeans, shirt to match, or and is that or just expensive pants, expensive shirt, expensive shoes, it all matched. You know what I'm saying? Like it was no like it was like some people who like fashion heads, but like I think you look weird. I think your fit look weird, but I'm not gonna say it to them. I don't care. I didn't care enough until I kind of got in, and then when I started making clothes, like I don't even care about fashion. But then like the more you make clothes, it's like I'm making clothes. It's like I'm digging myself into a deeper hole to end up, and I end up like embracing it. Now I got some kind of sense of style. I like cat beanies. I like flare pants. I like hoodies. I like to dress bummy. Me personally, I like to wear. You're cute. Thank you. I like to dress bummy. I like to wear flare pants. I like to wear baggy pants. Big t-shirts. Not huge, but like bigger t-shirts. Maybe because I'm chubby and I'm self-conscious. Who knows? Hoodies and beanies. Like fall time is my favorite season. I love fall. Fall is literally the best season, bro. But so that's that. Where we at? I probably went off into a little tangent, low key. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Oh, Chrome Heart. Oh yeah, and then I learned about Chrome Heart. It started with like jewelry and all that. We have the same style. That's what's up, yo. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, Feely Harlow. Appreciate the follow. Subscribe to my. I'm live on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. So that was that. And then so I dropped some t-shirts. Nobody bought any of them, which is cool, except my family. So that don't really count. That don't really count. I ain't gonna lie, that don't really count. But like yeah, so that's why I still got some. And then I dropped some white ones, but then I took them down because I didn't like them. They're just plain white and that's with a small logo on them. Because I didn't like them no more, honestly. So I took them down. And then I was like, okay, I remember that was in the summertime. I dropped them t-shirts in the model time in the summertime. Someone say model your beanies. Should I model them? People could be telling me that. Do I look like a model? Like, I I look like glorious. I'm not super skinny and I don't have like a super. I don't got that face with the dent in it. Like people who model clothes, like dudes, like they got like a weird face with like the dent in their cheek, like they biting they like they like I don't know. They look kind of funny to me, but and I'm not super skinny. That don't matter though. That don't matter. Anyways, back to the story time. Hello, yo, what's up? So where we at? I made those t-shirts. I dropped those in the summertime, right? I dropped them t-shirts in the summertime, and now I know fall coming up, right? So it's like okay, I remember when I wanted to make t-shirts, I was doing so much research on like what blanks to buy, this and that, and I was going through like just buying blank t-shirts one by one. Like, okay, how does one feel? No, buy another one. 4 days to get here. Like, I didn't want to do that with hoodies because like t-shirts cost like $3. Like, I don't care. Hoodies is like $18, and I didn't want to go through like ordering one t-shirt. I mean, one hoodie, don't like it. Order another hoodie, and don't like it for $18. Order another one for 23. Like hoodies like bulking like so like you bulk buy t-shirts. I still have some t-shirts. I bought so many like bulk buying a t-shirt is like $3. So I wouldn't care buying five t-shirts. I don't care. 3 times 5 is like what 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. $15 plus tax probably like $18. Like plus shipping might be like 23. Like I don't care about that. But like a hoodie is already at 23. And then like I didn't want to have to essentially keep dropping 30 on hoodies that I'm not even going to. So I was like, I remember I had a sewing machine. I had that sewing machine I bought way back in 2020. It's 2022 now. I got that sewing machine. I'm gonna learn how to sew and I'm gonna make hoodies. So I did. It took me it took me 4 months to learn how to sew, like to the point where I was confident. My first hoodie drop was these double layered hoodies. They was just all great, and they said AVISME, which is average is lame, but kind of like average is lame, but abbreviated. Avism, I like to call it. I love your pro beanies. Thank you so much. I'm finna drop some very, 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 very soon. I promise. So, t-shirt abbreviated, and they were double layers. So I would take a cotton spandex blend and a fleece blend, a blizzard fleece blend from. I would go to Joann's, and I would sew those two layers on top of each other. So when you cutting fabric out, I will cut two fronts out, two backs, and four sleeves essentially, and then two hoods, and then sew it all together. Now that shit took me hours to do, and I did all that. I did a photo shoot for it all by myself, everything, and I had one order. It's from my cousin, so it don't count in my mind. So I essentially sold no hoodies, which is fine because by the time I figured it all out. I low key did want to buy one because like I gotta. So if you were small, I gotta go to this. I gotta go print out the pattern for the small, put it all together. I didn't want to do that. Nobody bought one. It's cool. So it's hitting 2023 now. No, I'm lying. In December 2022, I was on the interwebs. I had posts going kind of viral on Reddit, on the sewing Reddit and all that. I discovered like a Marnie like mohair sweater, and I'm like, what the hell is this fabric? What is this? I like this. So I'm scouring the internet. I'm trying to find. So first, I found out it's called mohair. So I didn't know what mohair was. So I'm trying to figure out where you buy mohair fabric. And then from what I can tell, you can't buy mohair fabric. I love that you dare to be different. Yes, yes. I can only be me. I can only ever be me. If y'all ain't the TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's average is lame. I'm streaming on YouTube right now. Um, so I'm like, okay, where do you buy mohair fabric? And it turned out you can't buy mohair fabric because mohair is they shave a goat and uses hair and they make it mohair. So it's they only make yarn. So I'm like, bet I'm gonna get the little knit. Or not, I'll say bet I'm gonna learn how to knit one day. But this is all in the back of my mind. Like one day I'm gonna learn how to knit, and I'm gonna just drop. I mean I'm gonna make some beanies, some mohair beanies. I like mohair. Look fire. So that's what I did pretty much. I looked on the internet like, do they have knitting machines? Like, do I gotta learn how to knit with my hands? They have knitting machines. And I found a Centro, which I got one, and then I found it's like this long one, but it's harder to find though. I guess they don't make them no more. I don't know. So I was like, bet I'm gonna get the Centro for Christmas, and I'm gonna make beanies. So I got that. I got the Centro for Christmas, and it got here in like January. And I was trying to figure out all this stuff. If you scroll to the bottom of my TikTok, you can literally see all this play out in real time. It's crazy. Um, all of this stuff, I'm trying to figure out. Like, so I get the Centro, and I'm watching tutorials. I'm trying to make balaclavas. I'm trying to make beanies. I made beanies, and then I'm trying to make like sweaters and all that. But every time I will get to a certain part on the tutorial, it'll say, okay, now slip stitch. Now, I don't know what the hell a slip stitch is. And if you don't know how to crochet a slip stitch, it looks like Spanish. Like looking at somebody slip stitch in them tutorials, it looked like a different language. Like it's like and they do it so like quick because it is just like one motion. But like if you don't know how to do it, it looks like Chinese. It looks like a different language, really, honestly. So I'm like, yo, whatever, whatever, whatever. So I'm like, bet I'm gonna just learn how to because and I only knew what crochet was. I thought crochet was a hairstyle that girls get for back to school. When because also in the tutorial it'll say grab your crochet hook that comes with a Centro and slip stitch, but I didn't know. So I'm getting so frustrated. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just take a week out of my life, learn how to crochet, learn how to crochet, and I'm gonna come right back to knitting. Right. This is 2023. What happened was though, I was like, okay, bet I'm gonna learn how to knit. I'm gonna learn how to crochet cat beanies, and I never came back to crochet. I mean, I never came back to knitting. I crocheted the whole 2023. I made cat beanies and granny square stuff and this and that. I learned how to crochet, and I never came back to knitting. Yo, what up, Giovanni? I'm gonna call you by your name today. Yo, what up? Hey, VJ. I gotta call you VJ. Hey, VJ, are you subscribed to my YouTube yet? You subscribed to my channel? It's in my bio. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. No cap. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. No cap. I'm actually streaming right now. But so I lost where I'm at. Where am I at? Oh, so I learned how to. So it took me like 8 days to learn how to crochet. I mean, that shit is not easy to learn how to do. I learned how to crochet, and then I just started making cat beanies. I like cat beanies, and I made a bunch of cat beanies. So many cat beanies. Then I dropped cat beanies, and then I made a bunch of cat beanies, and I sold some. And then I say, I don't want to make these no more. Yeah, I didn't want to make them no more. They take too long. They take too long to make, and I like to ship my stuff out. I mean, I like to ship my stuff out pretty quick. Now I'm not Amazon, but I like to ship my stuff out within. If you order something on Monday, it should be in the mail to you by like Thursday. You know what I'm saying? But but I did. But since you called me VJ, will just comment on your videos. That's cap. You're not gonna do that. You should just join my stream though. Actually be fire of you. No cap. That'd actually be fire of you. Real life. Real life. Real life. Where is my thread at? It should be so small you can't even see it. But bet though. Yes, YouTube. But bet though. Beto, yeah, if you subscribe to my channel, just join the live stream. No cap. I'll ever need in life with a little bit of support. So, so around March, I dropped cat beanies. I sold a bunch of them. Then I'm over cat beanies. Then I made grain square stuff. That was cool. I didn't drop no cat. I dropped some bucket hats. Didn't sell a single one, which is crazy because I made my own pattern. Uh, didn't sell one. None of them sold. It's cool though. Then where we get to summertime, oh bucket hats, and then fall time. What was I making in the fall? Oh, I was working on. By the time fall came, I was working on projects. I love your cat hats and is knit or crochet. This is knitted. Last fall I was working on. I made sweaters for me, and I made a patchwork granny square hoodie, and then 2023 December came, and I'm like, I want to make fuzzy beanies, but I was crocheting still at the time, and I'm like, I can't like the way I'm doing it, like it's not coming out how I want it to, and I'm like, I'm stumped. And I remember, oh shit, I have a Centro. I have a whole Centro. I just stopped using it like 11 months ago. So I pick it up, blow the dust off of it, I scrape the cobwebs off of it and I pick it up and I'm like, okay, bet I'm finna make beanies with this thing. I'm finna make fuzzy mohair esque beanies with this thing. And oh, I lied. In August, I dropped some Grain Square beanies, and they sold on my TikTok shop, and they actually did amazing. No cap. I didn't, I create. I never got my money. I never got my money from TikTok shop. I never got my money from. I never, ever, ever got my money from TikTok shop. So I closed that shit down. I sold hella beanies for free. I never got my money. I never got my money. No cap. Never got my money. Fuck TikTok. That's why I'm happy it's getting banned. It's cool though. Whatever it is, what it is. But so uh, where are we at? So I make cat beanies. Yo, Gabby, thank you for the follow. Well, not cat, but I'm making beanies, and then I'm learning how to brush. So then I learn if you, I'm trying to figure out. I'm making knitted beanies. I'm like, how you make them fuzzy? I got to turn the fucking fan off. I can't do it with the fan on. Fuck. So then I'm like, okay. I learned if you get like a cat brush and you brush the yarn, it make it fuzzy or something like that. So that's what I was doing, and that actually worked. That actually worked. And then January came. I dropped some beanies. They sold out. I sold some out. I was so happy. Sold out. Um, then I dropped some more. Sold a few. Then I dropped a Valentine's Day one. Didn't sell none at all. It's funny because people on my TikTok was like, "Drop a Valentine's Day one." I made one and say, "Oh my god, I like it so much!" And nobody bought one. What the fuck? I wasted all this time doing this, doing a photo shoot, all this and that, whatever. And then I was like, okay, but I want to drop something else. So we're in 2024 now, of course. And then I'm like, somebody left a comment on my thing. It was like, you're not a real designer. All you do is make beanies. So I was like, bet. I read it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like make something. I'm gonna make a real piece. And I made some crop tops, and those look great. So, sold a few of those, but I don't want to keep making those. I like beanies. Like that, beanies is my thing. Beanies is my shit, real life. Like everything I make is original. I made this thing on my head off an idea I had. I just thought, like, how can I like cat beanies? How can I make a cat beanie? Because I don't want to crochet them. I'm like, oh, I'm tripping. Because people make cat beanies. I make when I'm crocheting mine, I make them in a round. But when people crochet them, you can make you make the long triangle. I mean, a long rectangle. And you just fold it. I'm like, I can knit a rectangle, just knit two rectangles and put them together and sew it over top. And I have a cat beanie. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm putting pearls in it. So that's where we at now. All of this happened because someone dropped a skeleton hoodie that was too big and too small at the same time. Ironically, it didn't fit. I got mad and said, "I'm going to make my own clothes start now." And now we are here. We got sold out. I sold out beanies, making distressed knitted crop tops. Um, all this and that. Building my platform up. All this and that. We finally here. Finally here. What you know, you can make a cat ear beanie on full panels. Wait, you know you can make yes. Wait. Yeah, you can make it that way. I don't like how they look on that way. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like how they look when you make it when you make it in the tube way, and then you it's the tube and then you sew it and you fold it and you sew. I don't like it. It look ugly to me. I tried that before. I tried that when I first got my Centro. I didn't like it. It don't look right to me. It don't look right to me. It's crazy. Uh, I used to be on TikTok live. It is great to join my live, and I would because back then, like I ain't gonna lie, back in like early 2023, I had TikTok crochet TikTok on fire with the cat beanies. Like I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I low key like inspired people. People used to always DM me and text me like, "Bro, you inspired me to make a cat beanie. You inspired me to crochet." I was cat beanie crazy. January, February, March 2023. I was cat beanie crazy on fire. I learned how to crochet on TikTok live. A lady would join my TikTok and teach me how to crochet. Only I will only let her teach me. Her and a girl named like Shiloh. Only they could teach me. I had so many like when I first started. I had so many old white ladies. Like that's what my following was for. Like a first like a good like 2-3 months. I had to start like no, I ain't change it up. But I had to stop like I used to go live and like they'll join. But like yeah, I had to start playing like rap music. Like get out of here, old lady. Like yeah, no cap, no cap. I'm not your crowd. No cap. Get out of here. No cap. It's just bedtime. No cap. But yeah, they did two white ladies. Oh no, one. Shout out to Sarah. She taught me how to crochet. That was actually fire on her part because she didn't have to do that. I will be on TikTok live with her, me and her every day from from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. every single day, bro. Every single day. Every single day. I go live by myself nowadays. I don't go live with nobody for real.